I think right now I'm gonna get into a little bit making a mold here real fast. This guy here. Yeah. Stuff flies when you're making lures too, quite a bit. Sometimes the lure. So this one here, the one thing, like I said, about this mold putty that's so cool is that this will cure up in about 10 minutes. So we'll have a nice working mold here. This is another tool you're going to use a ton. Just get a cheap scale, measures grams and ounces. This one gets destroyed because plastic spills on it and everything. It's pretty nasty. But like I say, you don't want to be like using the wife's microwave for melting soft plastic. You know, you kind of want to look for some deals either on Craigslist or
you can find a microwave for $15.
$15, yeah, no problem. So. But yeah, this stuff here, I've already kind of figured this one out because I made one already this week just to make sure I knew what the hell I was talking about. Wow, that was pretty close. And this putty is a, you mix the whole thing, and it's kind of similar with all of the Alumilite products, is you want to mix them very thoroughly when you're using them. This stuff here, and you just kind of knead it together until it's a solid purple color. And it happens pretty quick. This stuff really sets off, so you gotta work really fast with it. But once you get going, it starts coming together pretty quick. And anything you have, like little boxes like that, stuff you buy, just put them in a cardboard box and save them, because having little boxes you can make molds out of is key in this. Anything that's like just the right size is perfect, because you don't want to waste the mold material. You want to get as much out of it as you can. So once you get this going, now I got this, let's kind of just stretch this out in here a little bit real fast.
Yeah, good.
And I can feel it, oh yeah, I can already feel it heating up.
So you just made a pinhole at each end?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I just want that to be fairly straight in there. Now I'm going to take this one, and we'll cut a hole in it afterwards. It'll allow us to pour into it and stuff. And this is going to be probably a little sloppier than I normally do it. But this is one of the things with this stuff is it sets off so fast that you really got to kind of work very quickly. Make them a little more durable. But usually these things, I first came up with this, I was pissed because the guy that gave me these gold teasers, he's like, he came in, James, and he's like, here, make something with these. And so I'm like, here, check this out, give it a shot, see if it works, you know. And he comes back and he's like, dude, I nailed a huge cavity in the wing on that thing. And so I'm like, took mine out, and I got 2 undersized lings on it, and then lost it literally like 20 minutes into its first life. And I was like, damn it. So then I made another one, and that one lasted me until Saturday when I lost it. So
What colors does the Flashabou come in?
it was massive. Flashabou comes in like a pearl, which I like for doing any of the undercoat stuff. And then they have a blue, and what do I got here? Silver, I think.
How do you make the red lure?
And all it is they just add a blue kind of weave through it, or a silver weave, or a black weave, and I don't know. I've had the best results actually, even just plain, you know, just with a clear finish.
What do you put underneath it to make it have color?
You actually put it over the top. So you take this clear plastic stuff, mix up a very little bit, and that's what takes kind of a while to dry. So probably get started making these things, and then we can hang them up in the back, and you guys can take those home, because this stuff takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours for it to really dry up, where it's not going to be tacky or anything like that. So.
How are you getting the ends? Are you just gluing them up on the end?
On this one, actually, what I do with this one is, where's that mold? It's right here. On this one here, I just have the wire goes through all the way. So I just put the wire in straight through it, put that on top, clamp it down, pour it, and then I'll pull this out. And what I'll do is, you gotta leave enough room to make your bend and tie the wire on there, tie it around. But I try to use the long one on this. Every once in a while, goes haywire.
No pun intended.
Pun totally intended. Get it around there. This wire is pretty stiff. You want to make it pretty tight, and then once I get it across and I'm at a 90, then I can start bending it back around itself. At this point, I take, one of the tinsel teasers, slide that on at the bottom, put another loop on. By the time I get the Flashabou on and everything, then it's pretty good to go. But that's all I do on those ones there. So I got a nice.
No, but the Flashabou.
Oh, the Flashabou?
How do you cinch it up?
Yeah, the Flashabou is a tube, and then cinching it up, I just bring it in.
So you don't heat it up and it doesn't shrink wrap either.
Mm-hmm. Just use super glue.
Okay.
And you don't need a whole lot, okay? So literally just really a drop on either side. I just leave enough that I can grip it. You can give this stuff a little twist or whatever, kind of hold it in place. I hate getting super glue on my fingers, but almost every time I'm making lures, I end up with a ton of it.
Then you have brown fingers for about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, exactly. And but yeah, and then you pull it taut down here on this end. Get that, and then we'll just snip off the ends with the scissors.
That's nice.
It ends up being a nice flashy jig.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Can you, have you ever sped it up with like lamps or heat, or is it?
Not really, I just tend to let it do its thing. Yeah. I don't really know what would work as a thinning agent for it.
I would just use 2-to-1.
No, you don't want to do that, because then it won't dry
Is that
hard.
like
It'll stay sticky.
Like an
or something
epoxy or plastic? Or what?
This is urethane, clear urethane plastic.